Hey guys, hope you can hear me okay. I've got a bit of a cold, so sound a bit funny. Share this screen instead. Right, so the Gartley pattern. I trade this sometimes, but it's not one of my favourites purely because well, I'll show you. It's easier. So it's the normal tool, like normal. You have the X to the A leg, say, and then the B point is like a 61.8 retracement. Let's put that there. Then the C leg is just same as for all the other patterns, as long as it's basically less than the A leg, and you want like at least, I tend to go at least a 60%. What I tend to do with my patterns is, let me just put this down there. It completes at 78.6 like that. Right. If the B point is say 61.9, 61.8, whatever, then what I do is I always look for a similar retracement on my C leg. So like on the back pattern, for example, if that's 50% B point, I look for at least a 50% retracement of my C leg there. Just keep them the same. But some cheat sheets and stuff, they'll say anything between 38.2 and 88.6. Sorry, not with it too much. But yeah, so I just look for a minimum retracement of 61.9, and as long as it don't break past the A leg, you're good. So there we go. Put that there. Now, so it completes at the 78.6, which is just there. But you put the fibs on up. So you put the fibs on as normal from the D point to the C point like this. And then on your Gartley, you've got an entry zone. So it's all the way up to this 127.2. So let's put the box on there. So really, price can reverse anywhere in that zone, and this is why I don't like it, because sometimes this zone can be like 50 pips or something like that. Now, what you can do is you can set two entry positions for it. So you can have this as an entry position right there, entry 1. Right, that in a minute. Or you can have, you can set this as an entry position also, the extreme look, entry 2. There, like that. So then you want to put the fibs up to there, to the edge of that entry zone there, and then put your stop loss in up there as normal. You take profit down there. But you see, it really is random, with this pattern. This is why I don't really trade them very much. I mean, in fact, let me change that tool there. You could. Sorry if I'm not coming across the clearest or with loads of enthusiasm. I'm just a little bit under the weather, but I'm cool. So you get it where price will. It could come up to there and reverse. So I mean, I tend to set my entry there at this one, at entry 2. And if price does reverse sooner than that, like that, look, I've lost nothing ever. So I don't mind. That's purely to try and out with drawdown. Like I say, because sometimes this zone can be a really big zone. 50 pips, even 100 pips. It can be massive. So you always have to be mindful of that. I suppose another way to trade it would be to set two positions, to enter here and enter here. So in case it does reverse, you're good. But you can imagine the drawdown between here and up here can be absolutely horrendous. So it don't really fit too great with the way I trade. So this is why I tend not to bother with it. I mean, in this instance there, that the zone look is 30 pips. To stop loss, you're looking at like 90, 85 pips. But the take profit, if you're coming from here, look, is only small, like 25 pips to it if it was there. Or obviously if it went right to the back of the zone to entry 2, it'd be better, like 50 pips. But you never can really tell. Do you know what I mean? Where it's gonna reverse. So that's the Gartley pattern, and that's the reason I don't really like to trade it, because it's not set in stone, if you know what I mean, and it don't really fit. So I mean, don't fit so great with what I'm doing. It's like, obviously when you start doing all right in the markets, you kind of get to a point where you just don't want to lose money anymore. And I don't like the randomness. It's why I don't bother trading the news. I mean, it's uncertain. I don't like the uncertainty anymore. I don't want to know about uncertainty. I want to make money. So just keep, if that helps anyway. So this one is the Gartley pattern. I'll just write on it just so we can see for future reference, because obviously I'll copy this to YouTube. This one is the Gartley. And then you've got 2 entry points. One, which is there. If I clone that, and entry 2, which is there like that. Right then, I'll get going. Just keep this video nice and short. And as always, I just say that as always, stop loss is up there. Always get to the 138. I like this because I've heard a few people in the chat. I mean, basically, obviously, my stop loss is up here for a reason, and that's to stop it getting hit. I'm not concerned about the amount of pips I'm going to lose should it get hit, because that happens very, very few times when the stop loss is here. Now, I know a lot of people sometimes put it here, just over the 127.2. It will get hit a lot more there. A lot of the time, quite a few times, price can come up into this zone here between the two, between the 127 and the 138. If you put your stop loss here, your accuracy, your success rate will reduce. It will reduce to probably 7.5 or even 8 out of 10. If it's here, I'll find you over 9 out of 10 success. It's less than 1 in 10 they'll get stopped out. I've been stopped out, I think, 2 or 3 times in about 3 weeks. Whereas if you was there, you'd probably be stopped out more like getting on towards 10 times in 2 or 3 weeks. Do you see what I mean? So although, yes, you think, oh, I don't really want to lose that, the stop loss is not there to get hit. I've got no intention of it getting hit, if you know what I mean. It's just that if something crazy happens and the market does go bananas and totally the wrong way, it is there to do exactly that, stop the loss. Because most of the time, price is going to, come around like this and can come down, roll over, come down and give us our take profit. So just thought I'd put that point in. So anyway, nice one, guys. Thank you. I'll catch up with you all in a while. Bye.